Kamala Harris is having a great week.
Not only is she running for president, but she's also had an influx of public support from huge female celebrities. And Beyoncé has given Kamala permission to use the Grammy-nominated song Freedom in her campaign. Charli XCX has even described her as brat, which might seem as a negative term, but it's actually coined from her new album and describes someone who is fun, carefree, and has an unapologetic attitude.
But if you ignore the celebrities and the memes...
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Who is she? And where does she stand on the Middle East, specifically Israel and Palestine? Kamala Devi Harris was born on October 20, 1964 in Oakland, California. She is the daughter of immigrants, her father an economics professor from Jamaica, and her mother a cancer researcher from India. Kamala studied political science and economics at Howard University and then earned her law degree from the University of California Hastings College of Law. In 2003, she was elected as the district attorney for San Francisco, becoming the first Black woman to hold this position in California. In 2010, Harris became the first African-American and first woman to serve as California's Attorney General. In 2016, she was elected as a senator for California, and in 2019, Harris launched a campaign for the US presidency but later withdrew from the race. A year later, Joe Biden chose Harris to be his running mate for the presidential election, and in 2021, Kamala was sworn in as the vice president of the USA. So where does she stand when it comes to the Israel-Gaza war?
So I just had a frank and constructive meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu. I told him that I will always ensure that Israel is able to defend itself.
She calls for the release of hostages held by militant groups in Gaza.
I also expressed with the Prime Minister my serious concern about the scale of human suffering in Gaza.
She also advocates for increased aid flow to Gaza and has expressed concern over civilian casualties. Kamala also supports a two-state solution and opposes West Bank annexation. When it comes to Iran, Kamala has criticized Trump's withdrawal from the Iran nuclear deal and described it as reckless. Harris also condemns Iran's human rights violations, particularly during the Masa Amini protests, and has previously called for Iran's removal from the UN Commission on the Status of Women. Saudi Arabia. Kamala has previously voted to restrict arms sales to Saudi Arabia due to actions in Yemen and the murder of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. She advocates for re-evaluating the US-Saudi relationship while maintaining mutual interest. Democrats will be hopeful that Harris's nomination will not only positively influence voters who saw Biden as not mentally alert enough to be president.
How would you say your mental focus is?
Oh, it's focused. I haven't, look,
but also that she can attract voters who oppose Biden because of his support for Israel in its war on Gaza since October 7th. But whether those voters are convinced that there will be a substantial change or just more of the same remains to be seen.